It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run here with the second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 15. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London, you might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent, the Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. A handoff running left is Etienne. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Etienne once more. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Broncos got themselves a star when they took Williams early in the 2nd round in 2021. He finished 3rd among rookies and 13th in the league in rushing, despite splitting carries in the Denver backfield.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd, here's an option play right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now it's Wilson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a top 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that is caught. Hits Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Jaguars at 4-3, a game over 500. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play, touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Patterson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go with Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Lawrence will throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown Jaguars. Zay Jones. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 121 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They go play action now. Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was barely.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And some room to maneuver. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They try the left side here with Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
166 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're going option play on third down.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
One last shot for Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the